Hello everyone. In continuation to our App Engine Studio tutorial, this will be for the application menu that we are going to tie up with the roles that we have. We have three roles. Basically, one is for employee who will apply the leave. Other one is for manager who should be approving the leaves, and third is for HR admin who can go and monitor all the leave record that present in the system, right? So basically, what we have seen is for an employee to apply the leave, if he or she has to go to the portal, and under the portal we have to go to catalog and then search for the particular record producer or click from the my recent item, right? So this is the flow that usually should not happen. When we develop any application, there should be a particular menu in the navigator, right? So what I'm saying is, if this is the app, let's create one duplicate. So in this navigator, there should be a particular application module. Okay, so for leave application, we should ideally create one menu called leave management system. That's not there currently. So we'll create a menu, leave management system, and we'll try to add three submenu in that. One is for applying the leave, other one is for approving the leave, and third one is to monitor all the records that present in the leave table, right? And we have to add those module to certain roles, like applying leave should be only available for employee. Approving the leave should be only be available to managers, and all the records can be visible by HR admin. So let's go through that process and see how can we achieve that. So first we'll try to create one menu called leave management. So let's go to apply leave. Sorry, let's go to application menu. All right. So within this, let's create one new title. Should be leave management, right? We just creating the menu, so we are not trying to do anything here. Just simply create it and save the record. Under this menu, if you want to create some menu, we have to add the modules here, right? So first one that I talked about is for applying the leaves. So we'll click on new, and the name we will put it as a apply leave, right? Uh, Order means that what will be the uh, how it will be shown under the menu, right? So let's put this as a first. So we'll go with 100, and visibility is means which role uh, we are assigning this module to which role, right? So basically we should be adding to uh, imply. So we'll go with the so we have a role called x underscore leave imply, right? So we'll click on done. So this particular menu will be available to imply. Now the major part is under the link type. What type of uh, link this will be? Will it open a list of record, or is it a form to submit? I mean, that's a new record, or is it something that will link with the URL? Since uh, we are submitting the leave through URL, right? It's not from form menu. So for our use case, we should choose the URL from the argument, and our URL will be nothing but this part, whatever is there after the navigator. So this we don't require recent item, because this item can be opened by this also. We don't have to associate the source how the item was opened. We simply go and add this as a URL, right? And submit. So the visibility is only for the employee, and link type will be URL with this. If I submit it, our menu should be available. If I go and search now leave management, we have a menu called apply leave, and that will take us to the particular URL in the portal where directly I can apply the leave. we'll see it how it will be only available for employee, not even for uh, any other role. But since we are still logged in as a admin, so it's visible to administrator. Now let us create the second menu, and that is for approving the leave, right? So let's create a menu called approve. So let's make it order as a 200. Approve leave also will not be okay. So visibility should be for manager. So X underscore leave manager. Manager should be able to approve the leave. Visibility we given to, sorry, the order was 200, and link type. Let us see how currently it's working. The approve leave, right? If you remember in our uh, part of this series, we had one menu called my approval. We went inside that, and that's when approval was coming, right? So, but in this case, first let us go and impersonate as uh, test manager. Then only you will see that approval is working. So currently, with we are going through this way, right? Approval, my approval, and then we able to see this, right? Uh, that is associated with the particular role. We don't want that. So this should show me all the record from this table, right? So if I simply go and try this one, basically sys approval list, this list view, it basically should able to bring this, right? So uh, there are multiple rows, but since test manager is only be able to see the approval for uh, leave, that's why you see only this. So we'll go and we can apply for this filter, right? So only leave. Other way, I'll just see one more efficient way to do this, so that it should show the approval record on leave management, right? So let us, uh, how can we achieve that? So if I go to my approval, basically it shows approval the organization, right? We don't want that. So if currently filter it out, you see lot of approval recorded there. But my requirement is we should see only for this table, whatever approval for this table, right? In that case, okay, if you don't see this column in the table, we can add it from this menu. So source table I added, so it's showing that. If I show matching, so what I want, that leave approval menu should show only the record where the source table is leave management system. So we'll have a copy URL and we'll create, this is also URL actually, URL type of menu, and this is my, so we should not give the instance name, right? This is the query. So whenever this query is opened, it will show you all the approval required for the leave. So if I submit it, okay, even if as admin, if I go to that particular menu, leave management approve leave, we see only the leave approval record. So two menus is ready. Now third one, what I want is I want all the record from this table. So whatever record we have in this table, and that should only be available to HR admin. As an employee, I should not see who other employee applied the leave, or even manager should not see all the employee leave record in this table, right? However, we want to give a menu to the HR admin who should see all the records. So let us create one more menu called HR admin. Sorry, call the you can say that list of leaves, right? Let us create a menu under that. So we have application menu, application, yeah, application menus, and we just did create for leave management. So let us start with leave. Under this, we already having two modules present. Let us create the third one, and that is for leave records, right? Leave records, and that will be a 300. This is just to maintain a sequence within the module, within the menu. So this we want to give it only for the HR admin. So we have X HR admin. Now if I click on done, this will be a list of record, right? It should show all the record from this table. X underscore uh, leave management table I'm talking about. Let's put it. If I type leave, it should come. All right, no filter as such. Simply click on submit. So now we added it. Let us see that how it works. First, we'll try to impersonate a test employee. And if I go to the menu now in the application, I should see only apply leave under leave management. I'm not seeing other two module because this module is only I should be able to interact with. If I click on that, it opened me the uh, leave application form from the portal. Now, if I impersonate as manager, I should see the other called the approve leave. So here now, if I go to leave management, only see the approve leaves. I don't see even apply leave. Ideally, managers should also see that. We'll talk about that. And if I impersonate as HR admin, so we have a test. Did we create one HR admin? We didn't create a user for HR admin. That's fine. So you one user quickly and give a role to HR admin, and they should only see the HR. So simply we create it. We give it a name. We're giving text only, so that's fine. Test. No, why test is okay. Admin. The last name is test HR. The basically we need to add a role called uh, test. Sorry, the HR admin role. That's why we came here. And if I go and add X underscore, we see HR. So now if I impersonate with this user, I will be able to see one module called leave records. And impersonating as test HR, I will be able to see one module called leave record. Let us see that. So only see leave record. Now we can have one question like why manager is not able to see the apply leave, right? Because in general, even manager is the employee of the organization, right? So they should able to apply the leave as well. So what we can do is why it is not showing because manager is, manager is not having the role called employee. So for to solve this use case, what generally we should add a role employee to the manager also. For that, if you go to sys user, so ideally to solve this, we should do one thing like our manager, whatever is the manager, test manager, I think something that we have user, right? Yeah. So this is having a role called, okay, I think to see that we should not have a impersonation. We should end the impersonation. Then only we should able to manage the roles and all. So we did that. Now if you see, this field will be a table. All right. So this is having a role called manager. Now we should also add one more role to this employee because manager is also employee. So we'll add it here. Now if I save it, and now if I impersonate as manager, then I can see the two menus under the leave management, right? That one is for applying leave, one is for so let us leave management, see, approve. All right. So this is what the menu thing, uh, how to manage menu for one more for one application, and menu like a role based who will see what, and upon clicking on the menu, should it open a form or should it open a list or a particular URL. So that's all we want to achieve for this session. We'll have other session to proceed further from the here. All right. Thank you, everyone.